liners, right? Those liners are milled, as you can see right there. Right? We got some good lighting going on, so it helps you get a clear view. And that should help with the weight, right? So the weight should be pretty good on this guy. And by the way, yeah, that blade is not going anywhere. That is like a 9.9 out of 10 right there. It is dead center, right? That blade has not moved one bit, right? I'll put my hand here for contrast. There you go, all right? You guys be the judge of that. What is going on, guys? It's your boy Miguel here. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel and you're watching Miguel EDC, where we touch everything EDC here. Today we're going to be looking at the Sencut Crowley. This guy right here. This is a Sencut knife, a subsidiary of We Knife and Civivi. So I am super excited to share with you guys this review today. I've been EDCing this guy nonstop over the last couple of weeks, and I just can't wait to share with you guys everything there is to know. At the very least, all my impressions, all the feedback that I've been able to gather with this knife over the last couple of weeks or so. I did an unboxing on the channel. If you haven't seen that already and want to check that out, I'll put a link in the description for that as well. You can search for it. But without further ado, what do we got going on with this guy, right? Let's do a quick length measurement here on this guy. Let's see. So this is going to be a little bit of a medium to larger knife. I want to say this guy comes in, yeah, exactly 8 inches overall length. Total of 8 inches right there. The blade is going to be around 3.5, the cutting edge being around 3 3/8, right? And the handle is going to be around 4.5 total length right there. So those are your basic measurements. We have a D2 blade on this guy, right? Got a D2 stonewash blade going on. We got the Sencut logo right there on one end. It does say D2 right there on typical Civivi We Knife Sencut fashion. It is a stonewash finish, and the blade shape, this is a sort of like a clip point, drop point, very similar to the Reich P801, right? Check that out for a second, right? If that isn't pretty much the same blade shape, I don't know what is. So take a look at that. Also very comparable blade shape to the, I want to say, CJRB Pyrite. By the way, the reviews on both of these guys is live in the channel. So if you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check those videos next. The Reich P801 and the CJRB Pyrite. Got this guy in black micarta. There is a version with green micarta as well. There's a green natural jade version also, but I like mine with the black, right? So I like this aesthetics right here. What do we got going on for the deployments on this guy? Well, it is a button lock, and it is one of the most fidgety button locks out there. We're going to get into that later in the video, right? But yeah, you got button deployment, right? It is a button lock after all. You got the flipper, right? So yeah, you can definitely open it just like any flipper, right? Which is very nice. Thumb deployment as well, right? Look at that. You can thumb deploy it with your eyes closed, of course, with some practice. And even though it's a little bit challenging, right? You can also reverse flick. Just don't do it this way. Just put your finger on the thumb stud and then like that, right? So it kind of took me a little bit of mastering it, but yeah, you can certainly do the reverse flick on this guy, no problem. Oh, you can feel it from time to time, there you go. But yeah, practice makes perfect. So it makes an awesome EDC. All right, while we're here, let's do a quick hardware check. By the way, guys, the tools that I use are linked down below. These are very highly recommendable tools, so if you want to check them out, use the links below. They do help out the channel at no extra cost to you. I'm going to take a quick guess here. I want to say in typical Civivi / We Knife / Sencut fashion, it's probably going to be a T6 and T8 combination, right? So let's start with T6. So as far as the pocket clip goes, all right, those are going to be T6 right there. Try and give you guys a good view. All right, so for the frame here, which I'm actually very surprised, it looks like it's going to be a T8. So yes, look at that. They have done it right. It is T8 on the body screws, including the pivot, right? That pivot is going to be T8, right, on both sides. You do have a pivot screw on both ends, right? Keep that in mind. You might need 2 screwdrivers, one on each end if you want to tighten or loosen this guy. And yes, also on the body screws, right? You got T8 all around, except for the pocket clip, which we said is T6. Let's also get a blade stock thickness on this guy. On the thickest portion, this guy is going to come in at 0.11 inches, which is pretty standard. A lot of knives that we review on the channel come in around that much, 0.11 inches, right? At the very tip, right? You're probably wondering what is it like at the very tip, and that's going to be 0.02. Very pointy front end, to say the least, right? So hopefully that gives you an idea. And by the way, yeah, that blade is not going anywhere. That is like a 9.9 out of 10 right there, right? Almost a 10 out of 10, but I want to say, yeah, 9.9, right? It's kind of like how hand sanitizer says that they kill 99.999% of bacteria. That is this guy right here. That is not going anywhere at all. As far as the inside here, we have some milled liners, right? Those liners are milled, as you can see right there. Right? We got some good lighting going on, so it helps you get a clear view, and that should help with the weight, right? So the weight should be pretty good on this guy. Since we're here, let's do a quick weight check. For a quick comparison, here's the Sencut Sencut Crowley. That guy's coming in at 3.6 ounces, right? Let's toss in there the pyrite. Obviously this guy's gonna be all metal, and that's coming in at 3.6. So look at that. 3.6, even though we got micarta on one versus all metal on the other one. Where does the Sencut Crowley slide in? Well, let's find out. Here we go. Right, 3.3, so even lighter than both the pyrite and the Saxy. So how's the action on this guy? Of course, it's gonna be amazing action. This guy is on ball bearings, and the action there is gonna be very, very sweet. Look at that blade drop, right? It's very drop shoddy. Look at this. It's very drop shoddy.
Say what?
It's very drop chuddy. Drop shoddy. Look at this, right? Pretty much all on its own. If you give it just a little bit of flick of the wrist, boom, look at that, right? It is very, very fidgety, to say the least, no doubt about that. I've been EDCing this guy for a while now, a long time. You've probably seen it on other review videos. It is one of the knives that I compare other knives to. We have a deep pocket carry clip here with recessed screws. So that's very, very nice right there. For comparison purposes, I'm going to show you guys what the opposite of recessed screws look like. If you see the screws on the pocket clip right there, those are not recessed, versus the Crowley right there. You barely see the screw head. That's how recessed they are. Right. That being said, when the knife is in your pocket, because of how deep carry this clip is, you don't see pretty much any of the knife at all, right? I've been EDCing this guy for a long time now. Check out the blade alignment. It is dead center, right? That blade has not moved one bit, right? I'll put my hand here for contrast. There you go. All right, you guys be the judge of that. Got this guy in black micarta. There is a version with green micarta as well. There's a green natural jade version also, but I like mine with the black, right? So I like this aesthetics right here. I actually got the green micarta with the black blade at some point, compare the two, and decided to keep this guy because I just like the aesthetics, the looks of this one, just a little bit more than the other one. So there you have it, guys. This is again a great budget knife, under $50. Very, very fidgety at that. So if you're looking for that fidget factor, this guy checks so many boxes I can't even begin to explain. I'm trying not to be biased here. Obviously, this is my own knife. I paid for it with my own money, and so this is money well spent. In my opinion, I'm so happy, so satisfied with this guy, right? For the money that I paid, for the type of work that I have been able to do with it, for the fidgetability on it. I mean, this is a very solid EDC. It doesn't get better than that. So it is a little bit on the larger side, so check your local laws on that. Make sure, you know, it does kind of fit in with your local laws as far as the blade length and things like that. I'm not a lawyer, so check your local laws there. But I mean, do I recommend this guy if you're considering getting a fidgety EDC? This guy is up there. I plan to do a video in the future for top fidgetably. I plan to do a video in the future for top most fidgety knives, and this guy is definitely going to be on that video. Spoiler alert, that is how good this guy is, no doubt about that. So if you guys made it this far, right, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything. Was there anything that you were thinking about specifically, or any specific question that you would like answered that perhaps I didn't answer for you in the video? Please let me know in the comments. You guys are the real MVPs if you made it this far. By the way, guys, by the time you're watching this video, it is very possible that the Saxy, right, the brother to the Crowley here, the Sencut Crowley, the review for this guy will be live in the channel. If that's the case, I'm going to put a card right here for you guys to check that out. Thank you so much, guys, for making it all the way to the end. Love you guys. Take care. Peace.